I said no, motherfucker. Stop the action of another player. You can play this.
Move this to the side. Let's see if we can open this bad boy up.
Tapos may power-ups siya.
Get out.
Hindi kasi Kuya Jed. What's up, Kuya Jed?
What up?
So let's open this bad boy up.
Tatay ako.
Go.
Exploding kills. There's the back.
Hiramin ko cellphone ko.
Everything that we got.
Saan phone mo?
Ay, phone ko.
Phone mo na lang dalhin ko.
Sige.
So let's go ahead and open this box up. Alright, let's check out some of these awesome cards in the game.
Yeah.
Ooh. Attack the back hair. Diffuse the kitty laser. See the future.
Kaya nga eh.
Oh, that's kind of scary. Catamount? Hey, DJ Kitty, what do you think about a catamount?
Kay Mahalia to?
Beard Kitty? Oh, exploding kittens. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Ito, kaya naman tinuro.
Namnamin ang sarap ng Pasko with Eden Queso de Bola.
Ayaw nga, big pala, bawal. Sorry.
I use Dynachrome.
Hi, this is Ash from Some Games. Hope everyone's doing well. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the rules, followed by a review. The adult version, the NSFW deck. So this one is a bit rude. So I should warn you that when
nangyari?
there's going to be some graphic images.
Nangyari? Okay na?
Those of you with young kids might not want to watch this video. For those of the adults, we're going to be really interested in
Nag-black?
what I have to say about this.
Okay na.
Let's take a look. Okay, so this is Exploding Kittens, a bit more of a close-up of this box here. And like I said, this is the adult version. There is a family-friendly version available. But parents, if you've got young kids around, you can probably guess by the cover of this box the way this is going to go. So you might not want to let them watch this. Let's have a look inside. This game, by the way, is for 2 to 5 players. What you get is you get this nice, colourful, well-displayed rulebook. Let's open this up for you. So everything is very kind of tidily set up, all in steps, breaks it down, taking your turn, what the different kind of icons mean, the different types of cards.
Thank you, Jen.
Second, and then of course you get the cards themselves. You get 56 of these cards. Let's have a look at these. So what you get is you get 4 Exploding Kitten cards, and these are the cards that you don't want to be drawing when you are playing this. So that's that. This one was upside down. Let me show you that again. So these are the cards you're trying to avoid. Okay. So 4 Exploding Kitten cards. You also get these defuse cards. Now the defuse cards basically give you another life. And the good thing is, everyone starts with 1 defuse card. It's up to you if you want to put any more defuse cards into the draw deck. That's how this game works. There's a draw deck. So sometimes I'll put just 1 other defuse card in. Sometimes I'll put them all in. It depends really how I'm feeling.
Ano yan? Ano yan? Bakit? Saan ba? Ano sabi? Hindi ko nakita. Hindi ko nakita eh. Gutom na naman yung aso. Diyan ba? Pag kinik ba, mawawala na rin yung ano, yung comment. Nabasa ko. Backtrack. Scroll up. Real account niya yan? Fake account. Dumb.
Depends how many players that I'm playing with, and it's the same with the exploding kitten cards. You could just put one exploding kitten card in, or you could put all four of them in. You know, my advice is to try all the different ways you can, because it does make the game change very, very drastically. But yeah, so these are the rest of your cards. Now this is your draw deck. This is the deck that everyone will take one card from at the end of your go. So it's not at the start of your go, it's at the end. And what you do, everyone starts with 5 of these cards. These are shuffled before the exploding kitten cards and the defuse cards are put in. So we give these a shuffle, we give everyone 5 cards, and then we put the number of defuse and the number of exploding kitten cards you want to play into the deck. And let's have a look about some of these cards. So as I said, you've got an icon at the top here. The instructions explain that. Basically, the icon dictates what the card is. You get a little funny symbol at the top here, release the torture bunnies. But this attack card basically forces your opponent to take 2 turns. A skip card, here we go, what does this say? Play a game of whale boner teleport. Very nice. What this card lets you do is skip a go. Then you've got these types of cards. Now, these cards don't have any kind of description text at the top, they just have more or less a name of what it is. These come in pairs. Now, if you get 2 pairs, you can play them down, and then you get to take one of your opponent's cards. You've got this favour card, which basically is to take one of your opponent's cards. What does it say at the top? Fall so deeply in love, it gives you both crazy diarrhea. Lovely. There's another card that's somewhere in this deck there'll be a pair for. You can tell just because it has just the name of the card at the top, no text. Lovely. There's another card that's somewhere in this deck there'll be a pair for. You can tell just because it has just the name of the card at the top, no text. This is a really handy one, a See the Future card. What this allows you to do is privately view the top 3 cards of the deck. So if, for example, you did have a sneaky look at the top 3 and there was maybe an exploding kitten card or a defuse card, you could then maybe play another card after that, because that's the cool thing about this game. You can play more than one card to either stop you getting a kitten card, maybe force your opponent to get that, or make sure that you, I don't know, get the defuse card maybe on the next round. And that is essentially how the game works. And these cards are pretty graphic, as I've already said. They are really, really funny though. There's, look at this, whip out your rubber dick collection. Very nice. So as I say, everyone starts with 5 cards. These are all shuffled. And once everyone has their 5 cards, the defuse cards and the exploding kitten cards are put into this deck. So let's just pretend that I've done that. We'll move those out, pretend they're in there. Everyone plays as many cards as they want. And then at the end of their go, they take 1 card. Now, we don't know what this is. They take it. It could be a really useful card like this, or it could be an exploding kitten card, in which case they have to announce it, and basically they are either out of the game, or if they have a defuse card, which, as I say, everyone starts off with one of these, they get to come back into the game and carry on. 9 times out of 10, it will end up with you and one other player, and this deck will probably be looking like this at the end, so the suspense will be high. So yeah, let's go through what I thought of this game with a review. So what are my thoughts on Exploding Kittens? Well, I knew I was going to enjoy this game. You know, everyone likes a bit of dark and silly humour, and this is no different. And I knew from the box this was going to be just like that. When I opened the box, I started going through the cards. I found them funny. You know, they're definitely...
Hi there. I'm here to explain how to play Exploding Kittens as quickly and painlessly as possible.
Wait lang guys Naaral ko lang.
Putting the deck face down and taking turns drawing cards.
Anyway.
If someone draws an exploding kitten, hi there. I'm here to explain how to play Exploding Kittens as quickly and painlessly as possible. You play the game by putting the deck face down and taking turns drawing cards. If someone draws an exploding kitten card, they explode, they're dead, and they are out of the game. Unless that player has a diffuse card, in which case they can diffuse the exploding kitten by first putting their diffuse card into the discard pile and then reinserting the exploding kitten back into the draw pile anywhere they like in secret. That player is still in the game and now knows the secret location of the exploding kitten. They can put it on top, bottom, somewhere in the middle, or count cards down so they know exactly when it's going to show up again. They don't get to look through the deck. They just get to reinsert the exploding kitten. All of the other cards in the deck are used to avoid the exploding kittens. For example, there's a card called See the Future, which allows you to privately view the top 3 cards in the draw pile. If you were to play this card, you could take a sneak peek at the top 3 cards in the deck. If the top card was an exploding kitten, you could then play a skip card, which lets you end your turn without drawing. The next player would then hopefully draw the kitten instead of you, and they would explode and be booted from the game. Unless they had a diffuse card, of course. Your turn consists of 2 parts. First, you play action cards from your hand. The See the Future and skip cards I mentioned are both action, and they would explode and be booted from the game. Unless they had a diffuse card, of course. Your turn consists of 2 parts. First, you play action cards from your hand. The See the Future and skip cards I mentioned are both action cards. You can play as many actions as you want, or none at all. Then you draw a card and hope it's not an exploding kitten. When you draw a card, your turn is over. That's basically it for a turn. First, play as many actions as you want, then draw a card to end your turn. Play actions, then draw. Play a card, your turn is over. That's basically it for a turn. First, play as many actions as you want, then draw a card to end your turn. Play actions, then draw. Play actions, then draw. If you draw an exploding kitten and you don't have a diffuse card, you lose. You win the game by being the last person left alive who hasn't exploded. That's basically it. The number of cards in your hand doesn't matter. Just don't blow up. There's a few other things you should know. First off, let's talk about nope cards. Nope cards can be played at any time, even when it's not your turn, and they stop the action of another player. So, for example, if another player puts down a See the Future card, you can slap a nope on top of it, and they wouldn't get the peek at the top couple of cards. If they had a nope card as well, they could counter it with a yup, and so on. Nope cards can stop any action except for diffuse cards and exploding kittens. Everything else is fair game. Now you may have noticed that some of the cards don't have any instructions on them. Cards such as Taco Cat and Hairy Potato Cat. What you want to do with these cards is try to get 2 or 3 of a kind. If you have 2 of a kind, you can play them as an action and pick another player to steal from. That player holds up their hand, and you take a card at random, which will hopefully be something useful like a diffuse card. If you manage to get 3 of a kind, you instead get to name a card and the player of your choice to give it to you. If they don't have that, you manage to get 3 of a kind.
So yan pala na ito.
Instead get to name a card and the player of your choice to give it to you. If they don't have that,
Alam mo na,
you're out of luck. So be sure to keep an eye.
alam mo na paano?
Still has diffuse card.
Paano?
So yan gagi.
Manage to steal from the right person. Also keep in
Bakit?
mind that you can form 2 or 3
May buhay pa ako.
any card, even if who still has diffuse cards. That way you manage to steal from the right person. Also keep it between you. If they don't have that card,
Ayan na
you're
siya.
out of luck.
Nag-label. Nanonood kasi ako ng TikTok. Ate Hachi, nanonood kasi ako ng TikTok.
Ang ginawa mo?
Nanood kasi may nakita akong aso. Ano siya? Hindi siya makalakad. Tapos sinave siya.